welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic 2 The Sith Lords. I'm Hunter Black Luna. Atten has managed to crash us twice. Both times with the assistance of anti-air. True, but Bao-Dur is out cold from the crash. And speaking of cold, we really ought to look for some kind of cover or shelter from the cold. So that's what we're gonna do. Using our force speed. You want to move the camera and move your character at the same time? Most unorthodox. Anyway, we found some shelter here, that's for sure. Alright, I've played with the volume levels a little bit, as I am wont to do. Man, am I glad that we abandoned Bao-Dur out there. Well, we'll be seeing him again, don't worry.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
Who are you?
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense we will come to no harm.
Really? Alright. I'll trust in you, Kreia.
Why is it that everywhere we go, I end up in a cell?
Fair point.
Why did they lock us up?
Fair question.
What is this place?
It is a training ground for Jedi.
What? This ice hole?
Yes, it bears the semblance of an academy. But where are all the students? Curious.
You've got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy on Dantooine. But this place... Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Well, the sooner we're out of here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in a nest of Jedi.
And what is it about this place that causes you such fear?
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the way you seem to.
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop struggling. Let me follow the current. Deep, deeper to its source.
Stop! Stop! Ah!
Ah, with the fear is mingled guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah, and there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If he is a Jedi, he will forgive. And if he is not, he will not care.
You can't tell him, please. I'm asking you. I don't want him to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible. Still, there is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war, and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this man we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve him until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scow like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Djarik can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No. I've wasted enough time with you. Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
Interesting. Meanwhile, I'm not in a cell. They've taken me to their leader, Atris. That's the plan, anyway. Yeah. A figure from the General's past, actually.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the Exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
An interesting question. This is the truth.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
And there's so many choices to choose here. The Council's decisions led to the Jedi Civil War. Yeah.
You and all the Jedi who followed Revan caused the Jedi Civil War. It was because the need to wage war burned within you. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
Yeah, you can really kowtow to the Jedi here, but I'm not much for that.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone. I had kept it, so I would never forget.
Oh goodness. That's the blue double blade. I mean, like, you could really just lick her feet if you wanted. Yeah.
I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order.
I don't want to earn shit. That lightsaber is mine. Whatever your reasons, I want it back.
It is not yours. It is a symbol of something greater which you no longer represent. But I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice. So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not the Jedi way.
Yeah, play the Old Republic for 10 minutes. Yeah.
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way, and you turned on us. Without you and the other fallen Jedi to support them, to feed their lust for war, Revan and Malak's crusade would have been over before it began. I know you betrayed the Jedi teachings. All that you had been taught you threw at your feet, crushed them beneath your heel. The Jedi teachings require we examine our actions. Acting without reflection is not our way.
Yeah. This. I like a lot of these choices, actually, so it's tough to pick which one I want to.
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
Yes, this is a fact. The Republic was losing badly to the Mandalorians because the Republic kinda sucks at fighting bad guys alone. Yeah.
A physical victory perhaps, but the real victory lay in...
Yeah, fuck you. People were dying. Yeah, this one.
You do not know...
It's interesting to me that our character is actually interrupting her mid-sentence. Not something you get a lot with these RPGs. In fact, this whole Atris conversation, in the text LP on Something Awful I read, it was compared to a boss fight, because that's pretty much what it is.
How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
Oh, goodness. No, I don't agree with that. I don't. What is your problem?
You see shadows where there are none, and hate where there is none. You are blind, as always. I tire of fighting with you. You lust for war, and you always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here? So answer me.
Alright, we've come back from the loop. Sorry about that, folks. And this is the heart of the matter.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
Wow. It's kind of a dense thing to...
Ah, an accident. Something beyond your control.
That's what an accident is.
Acting instead of thinking, putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
This is a pretty badass threat, I gotta admit.
No, your crime is much more than that.
What?
Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet, and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds. Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
Suddenly, you care about the Outer Rim. Oh, I can actually say that. Okay, it's official. This conversation is really awesome. I'd kind of put off doing another part of KOTOR too, but I mean... There's so many options in this That's what I like. It's not just simple, oh, okay, I'll ride the plot railroad now. You can do all kinds of things.
So you still hold to your flawed convictions. If you think to anger me, you are wrong.
Got pretty
How is
pissed
it that you
earlier.
are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it.
We really should get to the matter at hand, though.
The Sith? What do you mean?
You mean, what do I mean?
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where did you encounter them?
Where in God's name do you think?
Paragus? What would they want there? They can't have been looking for you.
Well, that's what I suspect.
You. If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of the Sith blind them indeed. I am the last Jedi, not you. You betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
No one let us go. We just about died. I do just want my shit back. There must be other Jedi.
I said I was the last of the Jedi, Exile, and I did not speak falsely. There are others who were once Jedi, but no longer. They will not take action against this threat.
Well, they could be in danger. Yeah.
I have your ship. I will return it to you. You must leave here before you place us in jeopardy. You shall find them north of here, in one of the old irrigation chambers. They have not been harmed. They are free to leave as well.
Yeah. I'm going.
Take your ship, then. I don't care where you go, just leave this place. Leave Telos.
We shall remove him, mistress.
I want my lightsaber. I'm not getting it back.
Come with us.
I can just tell. There are other former Jedi like us, and they're all in danger from this threat.
Are you all right, mistress?
The exile brought up feelings best left forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile. I've never seen another affect you so strongly. Did you care for him once?
The Jedi have no such attachments. As always, he will do as he wills. And the galaxy, and the feelings of others, can burn for all he cares. The day we judged him, I stood in the chamber and he was so right. He was so certain of it, I doubted myself. He chose Revan over the Jedi, over the Council, over... But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can attend to matters here.
You can offer to help Atris, and she'll send you out. The conversation ends pretty much the same way. And it doesn't end on happy terms. I'm sure as hell not gonna grovel at her feet. Not after everything that's happened. In fact, we need to find the guys. Handmaiden sister, handmaiden sister. Also, I'm just gonna save. Just for paranoia's sake. Also in case I need a save load.
Why have you approached me? You will find them in the main irrigation channel room, in the northern part of the plateau interior. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can double as force cages. They were caged for their safety, until we could determine your intent, Exile. Atris cautioned us against your tactics, fearing that your allies would create a distraction. Your companions gave us little trouble, however. The male could have presented some challenge if he had resisted, but he chose not to.
So I guess aliens don't count as people. Also, congratulations, you managed to subdue an old war veteran who's barely connected to the Force anymore, an old woman who now only has one arm, Atten, and a man who was critically injured on the flight. Yeah. Good work.
He has had some Ichani training. He masks it well, but when you were in danger, his mask dropped into a stance we know well.
That's interesting.
I do not know. The Ichani forms are known to be taught to military special forces throughout the galaxy. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would be wise to know those you travel with.
That's true. How about the Hawk?
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place and not to return.
Both of those will be a pleasure. I'm looking for a fight. No, I'm good. Yeah, thanks for that, lady. Okay. The meeting chamber is in there. There's nothing for us there. Let's head over and get our crew out quickly. Prison is that way. So I guess that way's the exit back upstairs. Probably won't be able to take that. Do. There we go. That should be the prison.
Did you find what you came for?
Well, that depends.
There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
Atris.
I see it now. The act has left its marks. Be warned. Unresolved events from our past can create wounds in the present and the future. And more importantly, they can distract you, weaken you. It could prove fatal against the enemies we face. There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Huh? I don't think Atris ever mentioned that. She just kinda told us to fuck off when we wouldn't kowtow and beg for forgiveness.
No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
Huh.
Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
You didn't deny it.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
Fair enough.
Very well, let us depart.
Hey, Ann.
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
Can't blame him for that. Alright.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
You did well to get us this far, man.
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
Jedi Academy.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Wow. So you can really just be a total bastard about this.
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Go ahead and prep the ship for launch.
Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
Mistress, you summoned me.
I have a task for you. The Exile is dangerous. I'm concerned that he was able to return to Republic space and reach Telos without my knowledge.
Mistress, the Harbinger was lost in transit. It was our failing.
What is done is done. But now I need you to travel with him.
Mistress,
I realize what I'm asking of you. And I'm asking that you keep your purpose a secret, even from your sisters. I need someone to watch the exile closely, and let me know if he contacts the Sith. More importantly, I need you to study him closely. I need to know what he thinks, what he does. Become part of his group, earn his trust, get him to confide in you.
I will do as you ask, Mistress. But Mistress, the exile did not seem to pose a threat to us.
Ah, but he does. Do not be fooled by the exterior. It is his nature you must beware. He fell to the dark side once. He will do so again. I am trusting you with this task, last of my handmaidens. Do not disappoint me. The galaxy, the Jedi, may depend on it.
We gain influence with Beodur because we showed basic human decency. That's kind of the defining trait of the General, I guess. He has basic human decency, which of course puts him firmly on the light side of the spectrum. It's over here. The other path we did not take. Supply area? That probably leads to the shuttle dock. That leads to the hangar. That's the Handmaiden quarters. Let's go poke around there and possibly steal everything that's not bolted down. I have no particular loyalty to Atris. Let's put it that way, shall we? Especially again after what happened. It looks like we just got something interesting. Which is, I'll admit, sort of surprising at this point. Also, we're getting pretty moral. Pretty moral. Apprentice robe. The constitution, the dexterity, and strength. Well, I'll lose 1 defense. But I think all the stat bonuses will make up for it. And this is still pretty Jedi-like. Is there anyone else who could use this? Atten has his ribbed jacket. Krea's wearing a minor uniform. Defense bonus +1 and regeneration. No, the minor uniform is still superior. I can even put headgear on Krea because it doesn't show up on her model. It's nice. I think dexterity +2 will end up being better for her, even if she doesn't use a pistol. False Batu Ram. I don't know if any of this is going to be resolved. I remember the False Batu quest specifically was not resolved in the regular version of the game. And it was probably something I did wrong too. Come on, guys. Determination. Plus against many opponents. Oh, hey. This isn't Handmaiden's sister, it's just Handmaiden. Whoa, moving the camera does not agree with the game. I'm just gonna save again real quick, everybody. For absolutely no reason whatsoever.
You are the exile. The one Atris warned us about.
One and the same.
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself. That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side.
Oh, do enlighten me.
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up. Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
This.
So it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her.
Oh. Like she would listen to me.
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation. Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
You're being pretty talkative with me, I don't know.
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
Now who's fetishizing fighting, huh?
Perhaps it may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression. You may ask. I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
What do you mean?
I do not wish to discuss it. If there is something else you wish to ask, you may do so.
Fair enough.
There's no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that. It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
Fair enough.
You may ask.
I don't like the second part of that question, so I'm just not gonna ask it.
Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
Now that's a question.
Please, I wish to know.
Interesting. See, this is why I like KOTOR too. This is one of the reasons. You get so many choices. I'm going with current.
It is like a cloud, a mist that drifts from living creature to creature, set in motion by currents and eddies. It is the eye of the storm, the passions of all living things turned into energy, into a chorus. It is the rising swell at the end of life, the promise of new territories and new blood, the call of new mysteries in the dark.
I see.
Poetically
Thank you both.
said.
I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
Interesting. Very interesting, I have to say. You can't ask her to spar, but you can't ask the others to spar, which is what you mean by, I wanna fight.
Why have you approached me?
Hey, do all these women look alike? Not like I'm complaining, I mean, it's interesting.
They are Ichani. It is not unusual for their children to share similar features from the same parents.
If you have a reason for approaching me, speak it.
Thank you for your contribution, Anton.
I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place.
Is that a euphemism for something that's painful?
Oh yes. We train extensively in various combat styles, and we have not had another target for some time. You may prove a pleasant diversion. Very well. Follow me, and we shall see if you have the endurance to learn the most basic of our teachings. Before we begin, are you familiar with Ichani traditions?
Not the part where I suddenly lost my clothes.
All duels between us shall be without armor of any kind. There shall be no restrictions upon our movements or upon yours. Your feet are not to leave the training mat during the battle. If they do, you will lose. Also, this is not a fight to the death. Restrain your instincts when we fight, and we shall do the same.
are you okay with the fact that I have a sword bigger than you are?
The fight will be with hands and feet only.
Alright, I was
No
asking.
stimulants, shields, weapons, or other items. Also, do not call upon any Jedi techniques during our contest. If you do, then the battle will be over. In turn, I will not use our higher forms, for this is only an opening battle between us, a test of each other's strength.
Fair enough.
Then let us begin.
I was wondering if I was gonna have to unequip. Apparently not. So everybody's just standing watching. I remember... I don't quite remember what I remember. Also, no force. Yeah. Looks like I'm having a little trouble hitting her. Ooh. Come on, General. Do some damage. Also like how... I don't think I'm gonna win this unless I do some good rolls, which I'm not. Can't use med packs, can't use nothing. Oh. Come on, General. Do it, do it, do it. That was our chance, General. Oh. I'm
You
done.
have fallen.
Alright.
Seek one of us out when you wish to fight, and we shall honor your request.
I'm not too surprised that things turned out like that. You're not gonna offer to heal me or anything? I'm just... whatever. Kreia! There we go. Also, I saved here. So let's try this again. Because if the rolls had gone
Have you
differently, we
returned
could
to
have
fight
done
again?
differently. Although I gotta say, as a Sentinel, I'm not really optimized for just getting in and owning face.
Very well. I shall honor your request. It shall be the same as before. Hands and feet only. No stimulants, shields, weapons, or any other items. And no Jedi techniques. Are you ready?
I could be like imperceptibly influencing you to lose, or
Then let us begin.
whatever. Come at me, sis. General, this time try a flurry. I think I hit her twice. The General's just having a rough time hitting her, that's all there is to it. Ooh. Well, that was a good hit. Come on, General. Come on, General, do it. Oh, he's gonna lose again.
You have fallen.
Again. God damn it, I'm not good at just... That's not what I'm optimized
Very well.
for.
It shall be the same. Seek one of us.
God damn it. Back in the war, I could fight 500 Mandalorians and I... Come on, General, do it. Do it, General. Yes. No. Yes.
You have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements.
Great. Let me heal a little bit first.
Seek one of us out when you wish to fight.
Alright. Thanks for staying here. Kreia? Okay, something went a little wrong here. Why am I unable to change my party? Don't mind me just walking around. Wait a minute, I challenged you. Who the hell is... Great, the game glitch. I win the game glitches. Frack. It's actually a pretty even match between the Handmaiden and the
You have
General.
succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again.
Alright, let me heal up.
Seek one of...
There we go. Great time to glitch out, game. Well, we win! Through the use of save scumming.
I hear you.
in true Ichani fashion. We're gonna need to pop some heals here.
Yes?
Luckily we have Cray here, so she'll help with that. And then I'm gonna save again in a different slot. Once again, simply for paranoia's sake.
Have you returned to fight again?
Yeah.
Very well. I shall honor your request. Our next battle will be using the higher forms among the Ichani. You may choose hands and feet, or whatever melee weapon you wish, but use no other items or Jedi techniques.
Even, like, a sword?
Seek one of...
Alright, let's get ready.
I hear you.
I hear you.
Huh. Tab switches characters. I'm just used to it bringing up the menu. And of course we can't wear clothing during this. I'm tempted to just use a welding torch on her. No, have this... I'll convince them that I'm not a Sith using my Sith Warblade.
Have you returned to fight?
Let's do it.
Very well. Our next... Then let us begin.
Come at me again, sis. I have a feeling I know how this is gonna go. I'm having trouble hitting her, so I'm just gonna go with a regular attack on this one. Oh goodness. Come on, General. There we go. Oh, good. Oh. I thought I was about to call bullshit here. Because my feet aren't technically leaving the training area. But I
You
will.
have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements.
I think I need to heal first.
Seek one of...
I got pretty badly banged up in that. That was good work, General. Okay. I'm pretty sure something... There's a couple of things like this in KOTOR 2 where you're in a tournament or some shit. I think Mandalorians are involved in another one. Where this kind of crap goes on and you need to fight and win and advance up the ladder. So that's what I've done.
Have you returned to fight again? Very well. I shall honor your request. Our next battle shall be free of restriction on weapons and items, and you may use whatever technique, Jedi or otherwise, you wish to attempt to defeat me. In turn, I will spare none of our forms against you.
Great. Medpack spam? That's probably how the General won the war in the first place. Well, that and something else we'll learn about. Malachor? Yeah, we'll learn about that.
Seek one of...
Let me make sure my body can take it. Apprentice robe, will any of these give me? They won't really give me anything. Strength enhancer, that's nice. Power gauntlets. Man, we are just 20 strength, it's nice. Okay, so our robe, our sword, we're gonna medpack spam and just... We're gonna buff up and see if that actually does anything. And we're gonna be ready.
Have you returned to fight again?
Let's see what you... The hell?
Very well.
Didn't I put on my clothing? I'm pretty sure I did. Oh man, I would have... If that had worked, oh man. It would have been funny. Let's try Flurry, even though I got a bad feeling about that. Oh. 2 hits. Oh my.
You know much
Great
of melee
success.
combat. You surprise me.
You know I learned in the war.
There is nothing more that we can teach you from such contests. Such battle would only be for battle's sake.
Huh. Now let's get foolhardy.
If that is what you wish, then we shall honor it. We shall see how you fight against a group of us. We shall take you in a pair, using everything at our disposal. Use whatever item, weapon, or Jedi technique you wish. We shall match it.
I better heal.
Seek one of us.
And of course my buffs were removed anyway. Didn't take that much damage in the fight. That's good. Okay, so the first round of combat I'm gonna use night speed, I think. Maybe, what is Battle Meditation's actual effect? I forget. Powers, Battle Meditation. +2 to attack rolls, +2 to damage, and +2 to will saves. I think I'd prefer that, since the goal is to hit them and put them down. So, I'm gonna Battle Meditate, like on the first round of the fighting. Also, we're gonna save again. Even though there's no real consequences for losing in this tournament thing.
Have you returned to fight again?
Let's do it.
There is nothing more that we can... If that... We shall
Parrot?
use whatever...
Alright.
Then...
Why am I disrobed constantly? Oh goodness. Okay. Battle Meditation first. And then Flurium. Come on, General. Take it to him. With the added bonus to our attack rolls, we should be good. I'm gonna pop a med pack. Usable items. Med pack. That's one. I'm gonna pop another med pack just to be safe. Although it looks like the General has this. Yes.
You are a strong opponent. Atris was correct about you. You know much of war and battle. Perhaps too much. I admit nothing. The Ichani stand together. To defeat one or two of us says nothing of how a true battle would go.
Oh, yeah? I would like to heal up and then I'll take all you on. Because I'm kinda stupid like that. In my own special way. There'll be like 4 or 6 of them. Med pack spam every day. I need to do that like every round. Suddenly this is looking more and more like the fucking dueling arena on Terrace.
You are a strong opponent. One does not sweat in the polar regions of Telos, so all that will break will be your pride.
Alright, let's do it.
Then our last battle shall be the 5 of us against you.
Great.
Use any item, any weapon, any technique you wish. You will need them.
I'm the General.
There is no need for the last of us to join in this fight.
Oh.
The weakest among us will only serve to diminish our techniques. We fight as one when we are 5, not 6. And that number should be enough for this lesson.
Ouch.
Very well. We shall begin.
I immediately regret this. I am also naked again. Frack. You really want me naked. Okay. Battle Meditation on the first round. I don't even know. Pick a target, General. Also, spam med packs like every round.
This will teach you.
General, I'm not kidding about med packs every round. General, do it. Okay. I'm not sure if I can beat this.
This will teach you.
Need an advanced med pack.
This will teach.
Oh, come on. What the fuck?
You.
I'm
We
done.
knew you were no match for us. Yet you decided you would try anyway. Our battle is done. There is nothing more that we can learn from you.
Alright. Well, that was certainly a load of fun.
You are the exile.
Yeah. Yeah, nice to meet you too. You know what? I'm not gonna be winning that fight. I am gonna take my medicine and accept the loss of those med packs. And I'm just gonna limp away and lick my wounds. I'm sure there's something special if I can beat all 5 of them. Man, that's just way too much DPS. I really can't just tank through all that. It doesn't work like that. Okay, I'm good for now. I'll regenerate the rest, I suppose. To the docks. Let's GTFO. Oh, hey.
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you little thief?
Don't be a fool. Atris stole the ship and the droid.
Says you.
Says Atris, too. They better fucking not have. Aw. Poor T3. I'm probably gonna end up calling him T7 because of the Old Republic now, but poor guy. Huh? Speaking of a T3 as always. What? Lassie fell down a well? Entire memory. Let's get you out of there. Alright, let's roll. Once again, light side points from the most basic of decency. Let's check real quick to make sure we can't upgrade anything or make anything. Interface band, that's not a bad thing to equip. Except that it looks dorky as hell. It looks so dorky. Okay, Sith War Sword. Can't use an energy cell on this. Basic Ionite Edge, Neutronium. I'm just gonna take the 1 to 3 slashing, honestly. 5 to 21, that is lightsaber range. That is nice. It's really nice. And I can give you these. That'll certainly help out. And that's all for our weapon upgrades. Miner's uniform is regeneration. And that's pretty much all you can equip. This vibroblade already has upgrades too. Zayson Shah Initiate Armor. Ugh. I don't like that armor, but it's so much better. Bader, you're wearing the Bonadon suit, right? Here, I can definitely give you something. There you go. It gets most forms of melee damage. You're now pretty hardened. Creative breakdown items. Very interesting system, I gotta say. The Rick Blade. I'm gonna make lightsaber enhancements. Augmented. Improved agranium. Wow. That improvement costs a ton. I don't know. I can't see much benefit to these upgrades right now. That's just me though. Also, I haven't been using force speed all the time, so that's shame on me. And there's the Ebon Hawk. And for once, this isn't one of those things. where you can't get to it. No, this is finally the time when we get our damn ship. And we're so out of here. We're not even gonna leave one of those comic dust clouds. We're just out.
Mistress, the last of the Handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left?
But why? Her oath.
Her reasons are unknown to me, but I fear she may no longer be trusted. We will save her if we can, but we must let her discover the exile's nature for herself.
Interesting.
Some evils must be confronted, and isolation from it would have been no defense.
You're lying, Atris. I mean, we directly saw, like...
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
Total agreement, Atten. Total agreement. What's up, T3? Damaged HK just sparking in the background. Huh? So he slows down his beeps. I appreciate that. So they tried to pull information from T3, but T3 pulled information from them.
What is the machine saying?
There's a hollow record of my trial.
We seem to have found it.
Let's have us a look. Since I've disabled After Effects, it's just... Or maybe it's always like this, I don't remember. Maybe we're in the exile's memory, but this is the day.
Do you know why we have called you here?
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
The truth is, the Mandalorians had to be stopped.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. The lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
There you go. Motherfrackers.
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there, more like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must.
Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
I'm glad you guys were willing to accept that heavy burden.
Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Yes, they do. Atris has a list of all the missing Jedi. Master Vrook, Dantooine, Master Zez-Kyle on Nar Shaddaa. Shut up, music. Master Kavara's Onderon. Master Vash went to Korriban. And Master Atris is in Telos. She even looks different than all the others. Seriously, there's no need for the dramatic music sting at this point when I'm trying to listen to the conversation.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence.
Are you okay, Bowder?
There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
I agree, but we still need to go spring it. Also...
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
Good question.
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
If it comforts you to believe that, then so be it. But the enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is just me, and I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help.
Oh, really?
I think the strength of the enemy is unknown, but it is greater than 5 can hope to defeat without aid.
Welcome aboard, then.
Indeed. But of course, what does one more matter to our journey? I have had enough of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do.
That's
if
your
she's coming
chamber.
with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
Fair enough.
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself.
You were nice to me aboard the place, so I'll be nice to you.
It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions. Thank you for your kindness.
Meet the Handmaiden, everybody. She comes with you if you're a male. If not, then you get another party member later. And yes, this game is so limited that it is... Like, if you mod in a companion, it has to replace somebody
Is there a
else.
reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Lost it.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
Don't have the components.
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Yeah.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Oh, yeah?
We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those
I think I
parts are
managed to
fairly
recover
common.
crystal.
Though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
Alright. Hey, T7.
For the last time, no.
What's up, guys?
Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat.
Oh, that's a reference to the first game. Fucking Pazak.
Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor.
Ouch. That's pretty racist, Ad. Even though I think we established it in my...
Yeah? How many credits? This droid is cleaning me out.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Azak, well, I'm playing. It's cheating.
Got any proof of that, Ad? Or is this just you
Whatever,
talking shit?
cheater.
Yeah. Man.
Well, check it again. It can't be anything else.
Hey, what's up?
Just check the damn connector. I don't trust the diagnostics any more than I trust you.
Would you please stop antagonizing the hardware, Atten?
Because I don't like droids. They break. In the head. Well, whatever you call that thing on your head. Yeah, well, if I'm mean to you, it's because I care.
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances.
Nice armor,
I know
Bear.
that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
What's up, guys?
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
Oh, we can trust Beodur of all people.
Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Permanent +2 bonus to the Constitution. See, all those shipboard conversations and stuff, more of them end up happening as time goes on. You gain new party members, you go places. There's this dormitory. I mean, we've already been aboard the Ebon Hawk, but now we see where... Man, Beodur, you need healing. Oh, he'll be fine for now. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same as the first game. Handmaidens just chilling in the cargo hold. Kreia is... I don't know if I could ever use the word chillin' about Kreia. Whatever. I guess this will wrap up a session of Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords. Next time we'll pick a destination and go to the first of the plot planets. And we'll probably talk to the crew, you know. Standard BioWare business. See ya.